What's going on, everybody? I appreciate everybody for coming out here today. We're just going to kind of do a little workshop to help you guys out because social media, it's not really just the TikTok dances, guys. You know what I mean? And so today what we're really wanting to do is we want to inform you why you need social media to boost your reach to help you with your trucking business. And we're going to get interactive with this a little bit, all right? So all you guys sitting here right now are watching, hearing this guy talk right here. How many of you are in the trucking business in some way, shape, or form? Let me raise some hands. Come on now. Now, from that, how many of y'all have a social media channel? I only see a few hands. It's probably going to get worse now. How many of y'all actually have a social media channel for your business? I'm not talking about a little Facebook Messenger. You're talking to your Aunt Sally Mae, or you have a business page that you haven't updated since you had long hair. I'm talking about an actual channel that you use every day for your business. Okay, so the people that have their hands up right now, I'm sorry to say, but the rest of you, if you are in the trucking industry, you will not have a business in the next 10 years. And I'm serious about that. What I call that is the Blockbuster effect. How many of y'all remember Blockbuster? For the ones that are too young to know, people actually had to go into a store to rent a movie to try to see Burt Reynolds, and they couldn't, and they waited, and then when they got up front, guess what happened? The guy would say, I see, Mr. Bob, you got a $2.50 late fee. Would you like to take care of that today? And I myself would say, yeah, let me put 20 cents on that. I'll be back on it. But the reason why I call it the Blockbuster effect, for all you to really, really know, is Blockbuster was everywhere. And where are they today? There is one store, I'm shouting them out there in Bend, Oregon, that has one store, right? Shout out to everybody in Oregon, right? But the reason why we say this is because they didn't think it was important to be online, and because of that, you all know the story, they did not buy Netflix, and now they're gone. And so for all the businesses that are in here that think it was important to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to have booths here, but do not have a business social media platform, you also will not be here in 10 years because of that reason. That's how important that is to really, hey, I love you, baby. And that's why it's really important to be here today to just understand why social media is important. Now, if you guys all know, I only use my phone to make social media videos. So these PowerPoints and clickers is more updated than anything I ever use. So a lot of people, the first thing they say is, what is this Asian man doing up here? He has never been in trucking. What does he do? And why does he make so many videos? Well, the truth is, I'm a second generational mover. I've been in the industry, trucking and moving furniture. We call it bed bugging for the last 10 years. And from that, I would get bored and start making videos that nobody watched and nobody cared about. And today, I get to be here and talk with all y'all. So we're letting you know that this is very important here. I want to show you guys this last clip here so that you guys know. Give it to me, baby. Clicking. There, look at it. Life of an Asian truck driver. I was telling everybody 6 years ago I was the most famous Asian truck driver in the world. The reason why is because it's just me and my 4 uncles that are Asian that move furniture.
Wait a second.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
This your first video?
That was my first video I made 6 years ago. Yes, sir.
I'd like to point out to everyone that even he didn't finish watching his video. Look at the red line. It's only 3/4 of the way.
Oh, my God.
Is that?
Oh, my.
Did I rehearse that good? Or I did?
We are going to get this guy off the stage in a second. But the reason why I tell you this is I want to inspire you that I started from nothing. I know nothing about social media. There's a lot of you out here that don't know anything about social media, but it's extremely important to have it for your business because of a few reasons. One, that's where your customers are at. That's where your truck drivers are at. And number three, that's where everybody right now communicates. You might not have a business social media page for your own business, but when you're looking for a product or something that you want to buy for your business, what do? You go on Google and you research the product, and if it has no reviews or bad reviews, guess what you don't do? You don't buy it. So you might not think it's important, but you yourself as a consumer is looking up social media to see the presence of what's out there. So with that said, I have these 4 supermodel gentlemen. Clap of hands for these guys right here. You know? And the reason why I have them up here is because they all have successful businesses, but I would honestly say in the last 2 years, they actually use social media to help further their business. And I'm going to get this to click to the next page. We're going to do it. Let's do it, baby. Okay, so we got Hayden with Big Rig Tees. Round of applause. Clap for my man. We got Don Wood. I see Krista out there. She's supporting her, man. I love that. You know, we see Troy Massey, the guy that talks a lot. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out.
You know, one more go. We're going to get you, Rob.
They're clicking it for you over there.
Are they clicking it for me?
Hopefully.
Rob Hallahan Transport. So the reason why I wanted to have these gentlemen on the stage today is because we're here at a truck show. We're at a truck show, but you guys might have seen these guys and what they do. And you're thinking to yourself, you might need a show truck. You might need to be a big name. But that's actually not how it started. So I want to first give it up. Actually, let's just start in order. Troy, let's give it up. Introduce yourself, what you do, and honestly, how was your business before social media?
Yeah, first off, thank everyone for coming out and watching. I'm Troy Massey. Most of you know me from social media, which is why we're here.
That's right.
So we have a trucking company. If you go back to my original videos, you know that my wife Abby and I, we started out with 4 trucks, and we tried and tried and tried and tried to grow, and we got told no so much that I thought that was my name, and we finally caught a little break and met a banker that believed in us, and he's still our banker today. I'm very loyal to anyone we do business with, and we've grown from 4 trucks to I'm gonna guess it's kind of ish right now, but it's kind of crazy. I don't know how many trucks we have, but it's probably 375-ish.
375 trucks.
I'm asking my wife. Is she shaking her head yes or no? She doesn't know that there's a bunch at the dealership that we haven't got yet.
But here's the thing, people. You know, I want to start off with Troy because a lot of people might look at this gentleman and say to yourself, this guy has like 3. How many show trucks did you really bring to the show this time?
So we got 3 limited mileage combos out front on the green grass, which blew away last night in that Louisville weather. And then we've got 1 in new truck category, a black 389X, and then 2 of my guys brought their everyday working trucks, which shout out to Country. He won first place in working trucks.
Yeah,
and
let's go.
And that was the most prestigious award we took home today because he did 100% of that.
I love that. I love that. And so the reason why I bring that up is there are people that are rumored that this man Troy here was just a gift of God and just started with 300 and some odd trucks. That's not how things work, people.
I got that silver spoon. You got the silver spoon? You're holding it for me? Okay. Yeah, I never got that. We didn't grow up without. I mean, we grew up in a trailer house like a lot of people, and we were just happy, man. I mean, we ate leftovers about 4 days a week. That 4th day was tacos, you just shoved whatever was left on the fourth day in a flour tortilla, and you had Mexican food that day.
Yeah.
And we didn't know. We just thought it was normal. So we had this incredible opportunity to grow the company, and now we've got a couple of toys that we can bring around. It's our
That's
hobby.
Right. That's right. So the last thing is, for all the people that are not listening here right now, that are in their booth and won't be here in 10 years, how far would your business be without having a social media presence, honestly?
So I don't advertise on social media. Ours is a little different than a lot of people's social medias. We just try to have fun, and the things that I don't think I'm an inspirational speaker. I just try to live life and have people watch my videos and hope that it's an inspiration through action is kind of more the direction I go. And I think that is probably, everybody's got their own little niche, whether it's being serious or whether it's recruiting or whether it's showing off their equipment. But, one of my main rules is treat people right. And, if you really want to dig down into it, the number one rule for the company is, with all the management, is you just treat people like you want to be treated, which the golden rule is we don't curse each other. That's just the number one rule. Even if we have to let someone go, we let them go respectfully.
That's right.
There's no cursing. There's no, talking down, because I use my hands a lot, and I always talk to the management, and I say, make sure we talk to each other like this. You never want to talk to anyone like this, no matter who they are, because someone is going to see. There's phones everywhere, and there's always somebody around that if that's your habit of talking to someone like this, we're going to find out, right? I mean, somebody's going to catch you one day, and they're going to say, yeah, you're a fraud. I knew all along that you're a fraud. So that's where we just try to be inspirational, through action, and we just try to have fun with it. And at the end of the day, if you're doing a job that you're not having fun doing, just go find something else. Go.
That's right.
I love every day. I went to college to go be, somebody important, and I realized when I graduated that I just probably wasted about 60 grand, and I never quit trucking, because the truth of it is, and I mean this with every ounce of my soul, Alex, I love trucking. There's nothing in life that I'd rather do than to be out there. I would rather be out there on the parking lot, showing off the trucks. But second best is here with you.
Hey, there it is. Let's go. A big hand for Troy Massey. Let's go. So who we have here today? We have Hayden, a Big Rig Tees. Tell us a little bit about, Big Rig Tees and what it looked like before social media.
Right, so I'll give you guys a little bit of backstory. So I grew up in a very small town in Oklahoma called Coweta, Oklahoma. Raise your hand if you're from Coweta. I didn't think so. So, so one of the stories I like to tell of, back in the good old days is they tell me that my mom would hold me on her hip and print T-shirts with the other hand. So, and it's actually crazy, how small the town used to be. Actually, the city hall is where our first T-shirt printing shop was back in 2002, 2003. My dad worked 2 jobs. He was a fireman for 25 years, and printing T-shirts was his side gig, his hustle, as a lot of you like to call it. And he tells me, he went 5 to 7 years without making a paycheck from printing shirts. So, fast forward 24 years, here I am getting the opportunity to be the second generation of this operation. They looked at me like, oh, you're the young buck. You should know something about social media. You're always scrolling on it, and you're always, telling us who's getting these views and who's getting these views. But as I've jumped into it, like, something you guys got to realize is that watching it and doing it are 2 different planets. So that's kind of the before story. And
where are we at now, Hayden? So 24 years, how many truck stop locations was Big Rig Tees in?
So we just broke our 200 truck stop barrier for Big Rig Tees.
Yeah.
Yep. And a lot of that comes with the social media presence. So when I started doing it, this is kind of something that Troy was saying as well. I wanted to do the social media different than everybody else, because what I had my hands on was a company social media. And what do you think of when you see a company social media page? You see 10% off this. Here's some discount codes. Here's our new product. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to make it where people don't want to watch just because they want to buy our shirts. I wanted to make it where I could hit my target audience and actually speak to truck drivers on a personal level and make it known that I care about their opinion and giving them a platform to share it. If any of you watch my videos, I see someone wearing a BRT hat. That's insane to me right now. If any of you watch my videos, I never claimed to be a truck driver. I'm not a truck driver. I'm just the guy that sells the T-shirts. But here's the thing: I go on there and I directly say, "Truck drivers." Those are my first 2 words every single time. So I always make sure that my audience knows you are who I care about. I'm asking you what your opinion is on this, because truck drivers don't have a voice, and I wanted Big Rig Tees to be that voice. And when they put Big Rig Tees on, it's a brand that they can be proud of, and they know that Big Rig Tees has their back.
Yeah, give a hand for Hayden. And so, he brings up a good point. A lot of you think that you're going to have to jump on TikTok, Instagram, and do dances when you make your videos for your business, or you're going to have to sell them and say, hey, today it's 50% off. That is not how you get people to care about you. The way you get people to care about you is you actually make videos that people care about. You actually do a service. I see Elegance right here. How you doing, sir? This man right here has a magazine. It's not about him. It's about the truck drivers. I see a lot of people in here that have a lot of good stuff on their page, and they're growing and they're building, but they're only doing that because they don't put themselves first. So just remember that core value is you're going to need that for your business, but don't make cheap content. Yes, it might seem like you need to get Shaquille O'Neal and pay him $100,000 to do your insurance trucking video, but no one cares after Shaquille O'Neal leaves. You have to actually say and do what you mean and why it helps your core audience base. And so that's the way you need to start thinking when you're creating content. So let's talk about this guy, Don Woods here. I don't know if you guys know this guy, but if you do, he's definitely a great guy on the inside. But if you haven't seen his trucks and his family, this is Matt's 2022 winner over here. Let's give some love for this man right here.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. I, like Troy, am a deep passion for trucking, for the trucking industry. 3rd-generation truck driver. Grew my business watching other people that I know in the industry. But unfortunately, the people that I knew in the industry and still do are older than me. And so I didn't realize the value of social media until I met my man Alex. And he's very good with, providing yourself with exposure on social media in a positive way. Like he said before, just because you're putting out videos and you're getting, a lot of videos out and content out isn't necessarily a positive way. And as a smaller business owner, it's hard for all of us to get exposure. It's hard for us to reach drivers. It's hard for us to reach customers because we don't have the budget and the marketing of these larger fleets. We don't have someone on our payroll that can go door to door daily drumming up business or open job fairs looking for drivers. So my wife and I have, under Alex's advice, started doing social media for, driver recruiting and showing, manufacturers and things what we're capable of. And it's actually an overwhelming response. I'll be the first to say, when it's social media technology, I'm a dinosaur. I really am. I don't really understand it that well. It's not my niche. My passion is the trucks. I love the people and the trucks. When it comes to computers and all that, I'd rather just run a flip phone, to be honest. But it's necessity nowadays, and like Alex has said a few times, if we don't adapt, we will die, and nobody in this room wants to die. You know, we all want bigger and better. You know, I want 300 trucks like my man Troy Massey, you know. So we look to other people, but then use, you know, their ideas to benefit your business. And social media is a very economical way for a small business, no matter how big you are, to grow your business. And whether it, you know, you're looking for employees, or you're looking for products, or you're looking for cargo, you know, you can target that with social media, and it only costs you time. You know, you invest time day in and day out. As you own your own business, you don't work a 40-hour work week. There's nobody here, I promise you, working a 40-hour work week in the transportation industry. But if you were to put 10 minutes a day into a social media, the repercussion that you're going to get is going to blow you away. And that's what Alex is trying to do today, is to show you guys how much you can benefit, no matter if you've got almost 400 trucks or, you know, we've got 20. It doesn't matter the size of your company. It's the influence that you can get by putting yourself out there and letting people know you exist. And so that's where Alex has got us up here sharing our stories. And, you know, he's really taught me and my wife a lot about advertising on social media and, you know, putting yourself out there, letting people know that you're available, you're looking for hires, things like that. And, you know, we all need to adapt to that. And it's a struggle for me, and it's uncomfortable, and some of you guys might feel the same, but you can do it. And just start slow, get your feet in there, and build from there.
I love that. But now I appreciate you, Don. You know, hand clap for Don. You know, I like what he's saying right there. So let's do a quick practice test when he says it's easy to do, okay? I don't know how to use cameras. This is the most high-tech I've ever been in my social media career, is right here using this clicker right now that's giving me a hard time. So raise your hands. How many of you have a phone? Are you using your phone that you're already paying for internet to do it for free, to have a business page where your customers are? How many hands are still up? There's a problem with that. We're just here today to inspire you to start. That's really all that is. So, you know, we got to get my guy. I love this guy. Rob, let's talk about it, because he's the one. I'm not going to say he's against social media, but he's seen both sides of it. So let's give a hand for Rob from Hallahan Transport real quick.
Thank you, Alex. I guess I'm a little bit on the other side of it with social media. I don't like put myself out there. I always try to tell everybody, you know, a lot of the same stuff. I'm not going to repeat everything that they just said, but I like to say keep your feelings and keep your opinions off of your social media, and especially your business pages, because everything that you say that's opinionated, you're going to get people coming back at you and backlash with hate and, you know, discontent and everything else towards what you said. So if you keep everything just facts and don't give opinions or feelings, and let the social media come to you. You know, I don't put myself out there, and I try to keep quiet. I try to just like watch what everybody else does and learn from everybody else. And I might ask a question on my social media and then let other people answer them questions to each other. So my social media is a little bit different. I do get a lot of calls, and, you know, like all my hiring has been done through social media, and I've never ever asked, you know that I'm taking applications or anything like that. They've always reached out to me. I've had customers reach out to me. I've had people come, hey, we seen your truck at a truck show, and then we looked you up on social media, because that's what everybody does. You know, they go out there, they'll see the trucks out there in a lot, and then right away they're on social media looking up that name, and they go, oh, hey, well, I that's the guy I seen out there. Well, now I know his phone number, I know his website, I know his Facebook, his TikTok, everything else. Everybody looks up that stuff on social media.
And I'm here to really say, If Rob could do social media, all y'all can do social media. Give a hand for Rob. Hey, that was great advice, Rob. Look at those shoes. So the one thing that he's good at is everything's green on this man. You know, I love that. I love that. You know, I appreciate you, Rob. Right here, I have a PowerPoint slide, you know, because the reason why I wanted him last is because there's a lot of you that aren't doing it for your business because you're worried about what negative way it's going to impact your business, right? So we have some of the myths right here. Social media can hurt your business. I'm the first one to tell you, you might not know they're talking crap about your business, but they are. You just don't know about it because they're posting it on different pages. It's better that you do know about it and you actually get in front of it and say, you know what, we apologize. We missed the ball on this, and this is what happened. People will respect you more for that. So don't be afraid of that. Social media can cost too much money. These guys put all their money in their trucks. They don't got no money left. They only use their phone. If you have a phone, you can start today. You know, the old ways of advertisement, billboards, they are dying. Not that they don't work. If you have a business and it's working well for you now, keep on doing that. But you need to put social media a part of that system. We never used social media before, and our trucking business is thriving. For now, because people are going to be smart, they're going to listen to this, and your competitors are going to get savvy, and people are going to start following them. Because you and I all know, Starbucks, I'm sorry if you guys are in here, y'all are not the best coffee, okay? But why do people go to Starbucks? Because it's in your face. People use products and services that they've heard of, that they've seen. All of us in here, I guarantee, have a quality business and a service like no other. But why are more people not using your services? Because you're not communicating on the platforms that they're talking with. You know, we don't have time to post on social media. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the most viral videos are 10 seconds long? That's it. If you tell me in a whole day you don't got 10 seconds to say something about your company, because I'll tell you what, no one else is going to say nothing about your company, then you're missing the ball. You know, we tried it and it doesn't get results. Raise your hands. Is there anyone in here that does have a social media channel that's trying to grow it right now? Is there anyone in here? Tell me this. The fact that you are at least trying, are you growing at least? That's right. I see a lot of head nods. Because if you are trying, you will grow. It will take time. But it doesn't matter. This is the example I want to use. If you haul rocket ships, you only need 2 people to follow you, NASA and Elon Musk. If you got NASA and Elon Musk following you, you're going to be okay in your business, all right? So I only got one more slide for you guys, and then I'll shut up. And then we'll get to some questions if you guys have any. Actually, 2 more. You know, where do truck drivers, shippers, and customers watch your online content? I've been getting this the whole show. Man, Alex, you're great on YouTube. Man, Alex, I love your TikToks. Man, Alex, I love your Instagram. So here's the truth. There's a lot of you that are using social media, but because you're growing faster on one social media platform, you're not using the same content to post on all. Because everyone in here, you don't have to say what social media platform you like, but I guarantee it's not all of them. When you wake up in the morning, what are you opening? Is it YouTube? Is it TikTok? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? What are you opening? You cannot control what people open. So if you are a trucking business and service, you need to be on all of them. Get out of your head and put the content everywhere. You know? And we talked about a little bit this way, Hayden. What type of content should you create? Identify your core values for your business. So if you are a truck stop we're going to use as an example. One of your core values should be, who is your main customer? Truck drivers. What do truck drivers want? Some clean parking, some clean showers, some good food for once. Free shower and parking would be nice too, but you know. But you've got to know and identify your target audience and make videos about what would attract them to come. The thing that will scare a lot of us in here is we don't know how to create. We don't know how to do those quick slides. I don't know how to do transitions either. But what you can do is you could document. How many times have you guys in here as your trucking business had a good experience where your customer had a good experience with you? Raise your hand. Is there anybody that their business, their customer had a good experience with them? I'm sure there's a lot more people that should be raising their hands, right? But out of those good experiences, how many of those did you actually document a good experience and put that online? 0. Oh, one guy. But bad reviews move quick. So no one's going to talk about your company but you. You know, so it's just one of those things that I want you guys to know. And since I'm going to get the clicker working, you know, you could do this for free. You know, you don't need expensive cameras. You don't need to pay for advertisements. You don't need a marketing team. You don't need experience. You just got to let people know. And here's the tip. Here are some free phone apps that you could use if you have Apple Store or Google Play, Power Director and KineMaster. I use them both. If you need to take a picture of that, it's free. I'm not sponsored by them. You know? You know, at the end of the day, it's just one of those things I want to just let everybody know. You know, we were going to do a live workshop. I know we're running out of time. So let's get to Q&A. If anyone has any questions, you know, I would definitely like to pass the mic around just for a few. Anyone have a question about anything? Over here, sir. It was a good day for me to lose my voice, so I'm like yelling extra loud, so I apologize. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Alex? Hey, as some of you, as Alex pointed out, I've got a pretty strong footing in the industry with Elegance on 18 Wheels magazine. And I've actually featured some of those gentlemen's trucks on our page that's up there. And one of the things I wanted to ask you, Alex, that I get a lot, what media platform would you recommend them starting out on that's got the best traffic?
I'm telling you right now, a lot of people hated on it, but every damn truck driver's on TikTok. I don't know why you guys like watching dances so much. Maybe you're not watching that. But they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram Reels, and they're starting to be on YouTube Shorts. So if you have a business, you definitely need to be there. I knew you knew that answer. Anyone else that has a question? Right over here. Thank you so much, brother.
Hi, I just have a quick question. So I'm a fairly new business, and I am struggling with all this social media thing because I'm a private person. I don't like to put my life on social media or anything like that. But my question to you is, where would I go to find a community that could help me to...
I'm sorry, can you put the mic a little bit? Yeah.
Where could I go to find a community that would help me to build up my social media and like just to learn and educate myself on what to do?
You know, honestly, 8-9 years ago, I didn't have a clue how to do social media, but I'll give you this advice. If you make about 50 videos, they're all gonna be terrible, but by the 51st or 60th video, you're not gonna have any questions. Like, I know you have questions about social media, but my question to you is, how many videos have you posted on your social media? The answer is 0, right? So my email is mothertruckernews@gmail.com. After you do 50, I guarantee you're still not going to email me because you're going to answer your own question. So it's really about just starting people. You know, that's the truth. You know, we'll take a couple more questions, then we'll end this, and then, yeah. Right over here.
Alex, how you doing? My name is Jay Mancini. We actually have a YouTube channel. It's all about dump trucks. We're from Houston. I've been in the dump truck business for 12 years.
Yeah.
And that's all we do. We just talk about dump trucks. And really, I just try to give value in the knowledge that I've gained in the 12 years that I've been in the business. So my question is, we're not on TikTok right now. I was kind of, what she said, kind of private and stuff. But anyway, so kind of come out of the shell now. So as far as TikTok, my question is, what is your suggestion as far as the video? How long do you think it should be?
10 seconds. So here's the thing. How long are your videos now on YouTube?
They range from average is about 15 minutes, so from 10 to
If
20
there's
minutes.
15 minutes, you got about 90 clips for TikTok right there.
Okay.
Cut them up, get the best parts, and put them on there.
Okay.
So that's all it is. Take what you already have, make it once, cut up into 4, and put it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. You know? So
Got it.
that's definitely what I would do.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. Any other questions? Right here.
Hey, everybody, I'm Bill. This is Steve. We do a podcast called Three Fat Truckers. We've actually shown some of your content on our show before.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We've been at this a little over a year. We're on YouTube, and our shows are about roughly an hour long. He's put some clips on TikTok before, and we're on Facebook. Facebook seems to be the place where we get the most traction as far as interaction with the community and all that. We've been at it just over a year, and I think we've gathered, as of last night, we were about 219 followers on the Facebook and like 75 followers on the YouTube. We put out episodes every 2 weeks on time. What is a reasonable expectation as far as how long it takes to start bringing in some real numbers for a show like ours?
Okay. So this is where I'm going to be honest with a lot of people. We have to be honest with ourselves. Out of all the videos that you made, how many of them got more than a few hundred views that you're talking about?
I mean, they average maybe, see, because we also do an audio-only version, and we put some production value into that, and that goes out. It's got an RSS feed, and it goes to all the platforms.
So how many views?
So the views are
Your best viewed video.
in the somewhere around 60 views.
Okay,
Somewhere
so
around there.
I'm going to be honest with you. You're not attracting truck drivers to watch your podcast.
Right.
What you're doing, you can have passion for it, but when you see something that's not working, I'm not saying doing it once, doing it twice, but if you're doing the same format for a year and you're not growing, you have to change it.
Okay.
And so you don't have to change it fully, but it might be your delivery, it might be something. So reach out to me, mothertruckernews@gmail.com, or talk to me after.
Right on.
And we could discuss that. But, you know, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but if you're making videos for a year and you're not growing, that means people aren't enjoying the content, and we need to find out where the disconnect is.
That's why I was wondering, because we do have much higher numbers on the audio-only version.
Right.
And, you know, of course, those numbers are to get that
When you say
information.
higher numbers on your audio, how much higher?
I mean, the average of 1,000 downloads.
1,000 downloads?
Yeah.
That is a lot, people.
So if you add the show, obviously, anybody knows anything about podcasts, you add your
Right.
show to your podcast player. The RSS feed updates whenever we upload a show, and then the podcast player gets the show. That doesn't
Right.
necessarily mean that the person watches it. It just means that their
Right.
software downloaded it.
No, that's huge, people. So, you know, at the end of this, it's like I want you to know that 1,000 people listening, all the hotels that you guys are staying at now, there's probably about 300 rooms in that hotel. So that means he has about 3 or 4 hotels worth of virtual people listening to his stuff. That's huge, you know, so keep on going. So, hey, we're going to cut it. We're done. They're giving me the wrap. I apologize. If you guys need to talk to me, you know, I'll definitely be over here. So I appreciate you guys so much.